You asked me there, we were discussing, I suppose, what lessons learned from this exhibition, and going back again to the nature of these islands and the nature of these communities through the work of Curators, I suppose her very scholarly work and the volumes that she's written about the excavations as part of the Discovery programme. They weren't living hand to mouth, they weren't like hunter-gatherers living on the edge of a remote island off the edge of Europe. They were actually somehow central to that whole European story, but also that they were taken up with beauty, that they made jewellery for themselves. They had combs for their hair. They had all of these tweezers for stray eyebrows. They had buttons for their cloaks. One of my favourite pieces is a tiny, tiny bead that was a fossilised stone of some description that somebody found on a beach and fashioned into a bead. It's just the most beautiful piece, but it shows there's an aesthetic there, that people, I suppose, are used to examining as part of the kind of ethnographic sensation that the islands were when Synge was about and all the travel writers. But this is going back to 1100 BC, and before, these were a very aesthetic culture and community.
I think as well, just following on from that, there's a replica of an Aran sweater that came from the Museum of Ireland, Country Living. There was an exhibition in the Museum of Modern Art in New York for 111 iconic pieces that they felt defined fashion in the 20th century. And I do think it's really interesting that an Aran sweater was there, along with a little black dress and Elton John's, platform shoes. I do think there are certain things that transcend cultures, and people just see the beauty in that. And like the plug that's there, the Aran sweater is reflective of landscape. Here you've got the blackberry stitch, you've all different stitches that come from what people would have seen in the landscape, and certain things just transcend. And I think that was important here in terms of including craft, that people saw that, that the idea that you have something that comes from the ground and has been buried there for so long and still is beautiful. That blue bead, it's just beautiful.